Well, that is definitely a choice you can make in game number 1. Of course, this is Ona's most famous champion by a country mile.
And something that...
now, because Zeus got the push in, he's going to come down, so Weibo's going to have to back off. He could look for the 50-50, but he risks putting himself in danger, so it should be Owner grabbing the Wolf, and they can continue this pressure on. You can look towards mid now, as Xiaohu's in trouble.
Yeah, Owner immediately moves over. There's the flash. The Q's going to land from Owner, but he decides to not go in under the inner turret, and Xiaohu looks to try and fire back.
This is just great stuff early on here from T1. Owner, 3 camps top, moves into the enemy jungle to cover Zeus on the push, then uses Zeus' pressure to move down, steal the Wolves, rotates over towards mid where Faker has that, now into a bot side scuttle. This is really clean, really well pre-planned play here from T1.
And I'm going to be looking towards how are the junglers able to punish the lack of flashes.
W as Faker gets the charm. He stomps it to the skies, but I don't think it's going to be enough because his flash is already down. And first blood goes to Xiaohu.
And I haven't even finished.
This dragon. So that is one of the steps that they have taken here. Still, they're going to need those.
Incredible throughout the World Championship.
Certainly has. And now Faker is going to dash in, finds the charm under the Tom Kench. Faker has to get out of there, though. Can't be snared for the hostile takeover. Gets so much work done. The Devour's in, but the kill's there for Owner. Xiaohu now going down low as Faker dashes forward once again. But it looks like they'll have to settle for 1 and a Herald.
And Weibo, they see that T1 is at the Herald. They rotate over, and I think they try to recuperate. But that's sunken cost fallacy because they just walk up. T1 finds the angle, and Weibo give up the Herald and a kill.
Exactly, and maybe going to lose some farm down on bot side as well, because Chris has no TP, but Zeus.
Nature's Grasp comes in, he gets pulled back, he's interrupted from the ultimate. Zeus does get a knock up there and a shield, but I think he's still dead. And there it is, the answering kill from the shield.
Cryo down on that bot side, move up through the river. And with Keria and Guma, at such a strong point early on in the game.
Immediately, Azale, you love to see it. Owner is here, though. It's going to be a 2v2. Zeus taking a bit of damage as the Q comes down. There's the ulti. Nature's Grasp, but look at the knockups, the kickback. Weibo punches him out of it. Oh! The Dawning Shadow flies through to help get the kill on.
Incredibly impressive to Into as the Shy might be getting ganked.
Yeah, Keria is going to move on up here as Zeus is going to break those chains. Keria is looking for that handshake angle as already the Shy has done a fair bit of damage, but I don't think it is going to be enough as it's Alcove Gaming for the Shy, and he will go down. Owner grabs that kill.
Dying there with no TP does mean there's going to be a pretty big push. You can see Guma. Of course, you have to compare that with Crisp's goal.
Oh, brings him back in with a twisted advance, the kickback as well as Weibo gets out the punch, and now Xiaohu coming on in. Owner's going to burn down, and no bailout for you. Light's in a bit of trouble, but the charm is not going to get it done because Crisp is there with the denial with the Devour, and T1 have to run away. What a play from Weibo.
And continuously, they are getting out skirmished. Weibo should be able to get the execute here. So nothing given up.
Commit towards the dragon, they can just drop Herald mid and guarantee that tier 1.
Keria is going to miss the handshake, but the Q's going to land from Owner. Weibo could avoid it with the twisted advance. Owner not going to go in as the Everfrost, it gets the Devour. Gumayushi getting himself out of there and utilizing his ultimate to save Keria as
push mid, but it looks like Weibo isn't even going to give him the opportunity as Owner!
Oh, there's the kick flash. Xiaohu's going to be pushed into Faker the flash forward, but the charm is going to miss. What? But Pierce doesn't land it. Xiaohu just walks it off. No worries there at all as Crisp is under the turret. They throw down Herald, but Zeus has found 2 with the ultimate life. Goes down so low, but isn't going to survive. Weibo trying to get himself out of there, and the Shy is given up on. Weibo running the wrong direction, but they at least get the dragon.
Weibo get the dragon, but T1 get the kill. Xiaohu lucky to get out of that one, but Weibo, he's going home in the body bag. And you can see a lot of these towers that they've been pressing. If you look on live, Faker taking down that top tier 1.
He's such a menace in the side lane.
Exactly, it's incredibly difficult to deal with him. He become incredibly tanky. And one of the most underrated parts about this is how tanky it actually makes the cannon minions. They become very difficult to actually wave clear out. It allows you to harass your opponent, but Guma
could be in a bit of trouble here as Crisp looks for it. The immediate cleanse does get out of the way. Nature's Grasp isn't going to connect, but there is the twisted advance. Hostile takeover across everyone, though, but the Shy is just gigantic. Guma trying to hop away. The Fates call the knockups, and meanwhile, Weibo is going down. Faker collects it before falling down. Crisp has to go, though, because he's so incredibly low, and Zeus is tearing them to shreds. Weibo lying on the floor now as T1 look to tidy up Crisp. And they won that team fight even better than the last.
Guma refuses to go down. Keria saves him, coming in with the hostile takeover at T1. They're on the Baron.
And it's Renata that does it again. Keria standing at the ready, keeps Kuma alive throughout all of it. And T1, the goal before this was even Weibo picked up the Dragon, but after this fight, multiple kills going over the T1. Baron secured. And it looks like
so much out of these last couple plays. They're going to try to take a tier 1 top, but Faker's looking for an engaged bot.
Yeah, looking for even more. Everfrost is going to land. Somehow that charm didn't connect, but it is still going to gather a devour from over the wall from Crisp. T1 will settle for this inner turret.
And this is where the earlier Drake from Weibo is going to feel like a miracle in the sky. Right? If they didn't have that, would be just a soul point in addition to all the try and get something going. My main issue is, particularly with Zeus now completely back
themselves, a little bit of extra standing gold. Inner turret, not exactly the end of the world, but it's all just more money here for the coffers of T1.
Damage!
Cloud Drake, yeah.
And he is just going to kill that thing so fast. They're going to start Baron at the same time. They're just going to start it up. I think at this point, T1 feel that they can do everything at once. And Weibo, you've got to make a stand now. There's just no way from this position you can give up a free Baron.
Well, Weiwei is in the vicinity, but the rest of the team is still making their way over. The Shy does have teleport, but they have no information. They have no vision. This Baron is gone.
You just can't walk up. There's not really anything you can do.
Yeah, looking for the angle. It's not exactly behind Xiaohu, but he's pretty fast. As Xiaohu's going to avoid the charm for now. Shock Blast connects onto Faker there as well. He's still going to look for that reset angle, and now with the Baron buff in tow, T1 feel like they don't need a reset to try and break open the base of Weibo here in Game 1 of the finals. Nature's Grasp flying forward. Ona still has that GA, remember. Chris going down so incredibly low. Zeus just executes the Shy up to the side, and there is another one. This guy's Yone is just absurd. And the inhibitor's going to go down. Weiwei is burning there as well, as now Xiaohu tries to be the hero, but it does not work out, and I think T1 are just going to end Game 1 here.
And the early game, T1 not able to get a bunch of crucial kills, but they don't let it phase them. They are able to find the one skirmish they're looking for, take the Baron, and from that point on, wait for the Ahri here.
Yeah, so the Ahri is going to be locked in. Is that an insta-lock? Okay, there we go. So the Gwen going to be locked in here for Zeus. Something that has been picked into him in the past, but I won't talk about it too much. If you Drake should mean the scuttle here as well from Weiwei is getting double duty done. They are going to be able to grab this off the back of their very, very, very supreme control of this bottom lane.
Yeah, this all goes back to the level 1. Light and Crisp playing it out early on very, very well. And one of the things that we haven't really talked about yet that the Draven can struggle with is not having a jungler that can enable you. As I say, that Owner is in top.
Yeah, Zeus dashing forward. The needlework is out. Snip, snip. Going to connect, but doesn't do too much. And in goes Ona. The flash out was incredible from the Shy. Ona gets taken down to, oh my goodness, about 1 health. But will be able to walk away. But I don't think he's going to be excited about ganking the Shy anytime soon. Although Zeus is just going to go.
First error.
Yeah, I mean, he eat in, right? You could just stay at your tower and farm it up. He didn't want to lose the wave, but he's the one who goes aggressive. Now he's going to get zoned off the bot wave, so T1 punishing so heavily here.
Yeah, the flash forward from Carrier finds the handshake this time. The Infernal Chains come in. He's lit on fire. He's speared, and Kumayushi cashes in.
It's the Shy getting way down in this game now as Weibo have their bot lane up top. Zeus will not be an easy dive here. He is healthy and he's got the ultimate back. They're going to look for it though.
Yeah, we'll see what he can get done here. The flash twisted advance comes in, and now Zeus just trying to do what he can to stay alive. It's working, and he's going to be able to dash back towards the minions. Now Faker turns up. He's got his own Nature's Grasp, but Xiaohu is going to join this one, and Zeus is running the wrong direction. We'll see how much time he's going to be able to buy here, because maybe this is an execute as he heads toward the turret, and there it is.
Oh my god, everything is going T1's way. It's the Shy. Now shows up in his third lane. Top lane didn't work, bot lane. We know it's not going to be a Chemtech Soul, so it should be a good one.
Yeah, and it's also going to be a teleport in. T1 not wanting to give this one up as Faker turns up. Nature's Grasp going to guarantee the Dragon the hostile takeover.
5 and not been able to claim that big title they've been chasing, but Zeus showing up so far.
Yeah, another teleport to come in here as they do manage to secure this Rift Herald. We'll see whether Weibo can get themselves out of here. Light going to be hostile takeovered, but he's the only one, and now Zeus looking for the target. Faker dives in though as well. He's going to collect the first with the help of Ona.
Side get even more gold in their pockets prior to it.
Snip, 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 and down goes the turret. That is the first one of the game. He is looking completely unanswerable. He is so far ahead in the majority of metrics right now, as the Rift Herald is going to park itself in the mid lane. Immediately, that turret bot lane should be answered, and there goes the charge. So T1, Crisp going to be spotted, but he does put that ward down. That is going to get there. The Drake going down very, very low, and now the paranoia comes in. Faker looks for the Spirit Rush, and he does find it. The hostile takeover is massive as they get rid of Light immediately. Weibo taken down for the double kill for Owner. Xiaohu now trying to get some damage in the back end. It does take down the Nocturne, but it's Chris fighting on the bottom side of the map for Gumayuchi.
In this game.
And it's, again, I think that sense of desperation. They don't have a great vision set up. They don't know from which angles T1
badly this early game started. He has been cashing in, and Weibo trying to start something here.
Here's another one, the Nature's Grasp. They all line up behind, but it's a decent charm to come through their hostile takeover for some phenomenal disengage, and it looks like T1, they don't want to deal with it. Faker dashes over the wall. Remember, they don't have a turret here. The charm is going to split them. Carrier tries to get it. He goes forward and then just explodes. And then Owner thinks that that's his moment. It's a double again for this Nocturne, and he survives.
Game number 2.
It's really hard as well, considering the fact that T1 had already built themselves a 1-3-1 composition. There is no comp in the game.
Things like the Lee Sin. I think that has been somewhat indicative of what T1 have wanted to do here at Worlds, and the meta shifts that they have brought in as Owner, maybe looking for a fight, being able to see these iconic picks, and their comfort is working out so well.
Paranoia comes in once again as the flash out from the Shy may not be enough. They're under the turret. Owner was tanking it up, and Zeus is going to finish it. Inner turret should now be next on the clock.
And because the rest of T1 is standing guard, Weibo can't try. First, it becomes very hard to contest, and right now that's not the case.
Yeah, they're definitely not there first. The Baron is down very, very low. There's the Paranoia as they look to try and burst down the Baron. They do collect it, and now the hijacked ultimate comes through from Faker. Now Zeus dives in. He's taken matters into his own hands. He hasn't taken any damage. Weiwei has to run away. He gets thrown back by the Bramble Smash, but the damage has already been done. Faker goes golden, does have to flash as Light's doing a fair bit of work with these Rens into the back line. But T1 just took a Baron, they got 5 out. And character necessarily, he's just been able to sit back.
It's because of the Glow Drakes! Presses are, you don't know how many people are coming, you don't know how many people are responding, and T1, they're looking for more.
Yep, Xiaohu already taking a bit of poke damage. Light will turn up. As 4 members are here, teleport event not available for the Shy, but they dive in. The turret goes down, the needlework just rips the center to shreds, and Zeus just by himself destroying everyone. Hostile takeover comes in, Light has the cleanse, but you can't cleanse death. It's a triple kill for Zeus, and they'll get to work on the inhibitor. It might just be the game right here.
Zeus playing like his namesake. A god, this guy is going crazy in the finals.
Just extraordinary as Zeus helps clear up this second Nexus turret, and T1 at match point already.
Been playing out of his mind this entire series, and we'll have to see if it's going to work for them, but I respect Weibo taking a big pivot here, right? They go towards comfort with the Azir, they go towards something very different on the top side with the Kennen Bel'Veth for him, and he did just use his Lightning Rush, so I think he's in trouble.
Yeah, there's the flash Q3 from Zeus. The Shy is in trouble. The Lightning Rush is on cooldown. He gets slowed down by the cripple, and the Q's going to land. Owner secures it, and that is first.
To get out of that long lane.
And we will see if Weibo is able to maybe make a play towards bot side as Owner making his way over to mid.
That's going to safeguard forward there as Faker dashes in, and Xiaohu will survive. Faker just barely managing to walk away as now they come in. Oh, the grand entrance, phenomenal from Carrier. We'll see whether he can survive though. He's trying to get out. The piercing arrow will do it. And Crisp here, let's see whether they can get an angle. 3 versus 1. He does try and get out. There's the World Ender. He's trying to avoid all of this CC, and it's not going to work. There's the kill for Weiwei.
Really
You're
good.
going to lose at least 1 plate bot, maybe 2, and likely most of, if not all of this wave, because he's totally zoned off until Crisp arrives. So yes, they do get a kill on
Toe, wanting to get a little bit of revenge, and even though First Blood came in, the Shy still has a CS advantage. Lightning Rush to get him out of there. Arizona just mini-stun, kick into the wall. That is going to be the execution, but the ultimate is going to be there from the Shy, and after the flash, he will survive, and now it's Weiwei's turn. Can he actually get this one as Owner? About 50%, the safeguard to try and get out the flash, but the knock-up, it's still there, and Crisp comes in for the kill. They get some knock-up. Zeus will...
Guma and Carrier are so hard to attack in a lot of these situations.
Oh, Q going to connect there. Nice little knock-up as Carrier tries to find it. There's the quickness onto 2. The kick gets the knock-up onto Xiaohu. The Empress Divide only gets Owner, but that will get him out. But Weiwei's not going to be so lucky. The Shy got in here, and now he might be in trouble. He breaks the chains, but is he still going to be able to get out? Gumayuchi decides he wants to fight Light towards the bottom side. That was the right call. Zeus grabs the double kill. and Weibo lose out on the fight.
And while the laning setup is there this time around for Weibo, their early game looking a lot better. The skirmishes, they're still not able to make work, although teleport coming in.
Yeah, teleport from this top side of the river. Xiaohu coming in, looking for the opportunity, doesn't have the ultimate. They secure the Drake, does T1. Grand Entrance not going to find the target there. On to Crisp as the Tempered Fate comes in. Faker trying to play Bouncer to keep his team alive, and the ultimate doesn't really work out here from Crisp. Now here, and Gumayusi pretty safe now on that back line.
Look at Keria, though. It's so hard for Weibo to walk up because Keria is on that sideline. They know he's there.
Yeah, he flashes in. He finds himself the charm onto fours. There is the ultimate from the Shy, but it just doesn't quite do enough. They try and get out, but Faker has the perfect execution and locks down his fellow ninja. Xiaohu now taking a whole lot of damage, and Faker is in the shroud. He's toying with him. It's a double kill. What? Order! And back in again. It's a triple for Faker. Zeus is going to be able to help lock down the next one. Faker eventually.
They just can't. Light fishes with the Q, won't get it. It's T1, one game. He's been great in lane, has really been impressive in team fights, and it just feels like a rejuvenated Faker.
And he goes again, as now Ona looking for that opportunity as well. Backflip connects also as the perfect execution comes forward. Has he overstepped? The answer is no, because he had the stopwatch anyway, and now the cavalry comes in. Crisp, the next to go down. Weiwei, he's under a turret. Zeus flashes on top. The lethal Aatrox gonna get it done, and T1, they feel like it's Baron time.
It's the king at home. Respect the name. Faker, the greatest of all time. Styling on him in Seoul.
And Light desperately trying to get something going here. Not going to be the case.
He's not going to be allowed to because Faker wants to keep his whole house alive as well, but it's not going to work out. He goes into the shroud. I don't know whether this is necessarily what you...
Already on their way, and this cannon not in the greatest of spots. Uses his ultimate only on Faker, stays alive.
History has not been able to claim that title. They are getting so damn close to it.
When we were touting Gumayusi and Keria as the greatest bottom lane in the world, it was when they were playing champions like this. As it's
One's going to get Soul, they're going to get the next Baron, and they're going to win the series. And Keria
gonna get knocked up here as Ona comes on over. He's here to protect his support. The quickness ties them all up, and Xiaohu going to be the next target. He finds two with the Emperor's Divide, but Crisp just evaporates. Weiwei going to suffer the same fate as Zeus is on the warpath. Light able to sidestep, finds the Chains of Corruption, but there's not enough damage. Xiaohu decent flash to try and get himself out, but he's not out of the woods yet as Faker tidies up that kill, and they are just so far ahead. Ona secures Light with a Sonic Wave, and the Shy finds himself alone heading back towards his base. That's the double kill. That's the clean ace for T1.
and T1. Weibo try, they know they have to contest this dragon. They have to contest the soul, but they're not even given the opportunity. They thought they got Keria, but Keria says, come get me.
And it looks to me like they're going to take this inhibitor and move back. It may not be the end of the series, but it might be the last moment that Weibo felt hope in it. As Crisp clearing out some control vision. Ona wants to grab himself a soul to finish this game off on.
And T1 are just on fire. All 5 players in this final game here potentially playing out of their minds. They are 5 brains, 1 player. It's like everything.
At least get Zeus. Won't even get that.
It's heartbreaking as now they take a magical journey over Zeus. He likes this one though, 1 versus 3. He's absorbing so much, the Emperor's Divide. It comes in, but he's still alive. What is going on? Faker tidies up the burst. Everyone's just exploding as Weiwei trying to get something done, but it does not matter. T1 are too strong.
4 times T1 has lost in a game 5. 4 times they've been knocked out, and 4 times they have got back up for this moment.
It was 7 years since their last, a decade since their first. The SKT legacy has been reignited. T1 will be your 2023 World Champions.
It took them 2 years to win a title again. Spring 2021, this roster came up, they stomped the LCK, they stomped the...
T1 finally hoisting it with the new name. SKT was their name when they had the first three, and now this team that so many adore will finally hoist the Summoners Cup.
And they've waited for it. Last year, the story wasn't about them. But this year it is. All the pent-up emotion for this team, all the
To start
그렇다면
of the winner
먼저 제우스
interview.
선수와 인터뷰 나눠보도록 하겠습니다.
Top laner Zeus.
네, 제우스 선수
Zeus.
역시 국대
This is the national team top laner. You were performing out of your mind today. How do you feel right now?
일단 작년부터 올해까지 되게 많은 일들이
We had
있었고
a lot
시련도
of
많이
ups and downs. We
겪었는데
had so many hardships starting from last year. But I think this moment at Worlds repays everything. I thought I would be crying, but I'm not actually in tears.
예상할 수 있어서 그렇지 않았을까 조심스레 짐작을 해봅니다. 오늘 더샤이를
Today,
상대로 한 게임
your
직접
lane opponent was the Shy. How was it?
되게 긴장도
I was
많이
quite
하고
nervous. You know, I was pretty much worried as well.
또 이렇게
But
많은 경기 이렇게 많은 팬분들 앞에서 안 떨고
The moment I started playing in front of so many fans here, I was not able to feel nervous. I was actually very confident, so I was able to pull off a decent performance. Thank you so much. Zeus, you won the gold medal at the Asian Games, and now you're a world champion. What is your plan or goal as a League of Legends professional player?
연도를 봤을 때
I mean, I can say I achieved a lot of achievements this year, but at the same time, all the other players will step it up starting next year. So I want to say I want to enjoy the moment of being the best top laner until the end of this year, and I will keep grinding.
내일은 또 다시 도전자의 마음으로 돌아간다고 하는 겸손한 제우스 선수였습니다. 승리 진심으로
Once again, congratulations.
감사합니다.
네, 이어서
Now
오너
let's hear
선수와
from
인터뷰
T1's
나눠보겠습니다.
jungle owner.
네, 오너 선수 그토록 원하던 첫
Finally,
우승을 거머쥐게 됐습니다. 소감
You managed to win your first Worlds title. How do you feel? Over the course of 3 years, you know, it was not easy. You know, I was going through a lot of ups and downs, but in the end, I was able to lift up the trophy. It feels amazing. I really, really wanted to win Worlds with the 5 players on T1's roster, and in the end, we made it. I don't know how things will turn out next year, but it just means a lot that we managed to win the Worlds trophy in the end, all together as a team. A great accomplishment by Zeus, Owner, Faker, Gumayusi, and Kyria in the end. Owner, starting from quarterfinals, you guys were the last hope of the LCK. Did you feel extra burden? Not really. You know, it was happening in Korea, and also all the other teams are really strong and talented anyway. So I was not worried about our opponents. I just tried my best to enjoy every moment, and because of that, we were able to get such a great outcome today.
즐기는 마음으로 이렇게 월즈를 치러주셨기 때문에 좋은 결과 있었던 것 같습니다. 오너 선수 이번 월즈에서 정말 멋진
Owner.
말을 많이 보여주셨는데요. 지금의 기분을
How would you like to describe how you feel right now? Your interviews left so many great quotes.
일단은 뭐 인터뷰에서 많이 말했듯이 그냥
I mentioned this multiple times in previous interviews.
일단 제일 예쁜 꽃이 여기서
You know, today we were able to finally bloom the prettiest, the most beautiful flower.
가장 아름다운 T1꽃이 여기 활짝 피었습니다. 승리 진심으로
After multiple setbacks and hardships, T1 finally bloomed at the best moment possible. Now let's hear from the mid laner of T1, the Faker, the unkillable Demon King.
새로운 역사를 또 써내려갔습니다.
Faker, you wrote another history, 4 times champion. How do you feel?
기분 좋고요. 네,
Feels
저는
great.
무엇보다도 이렇게 많은 분들이
Plus,
있는 앞에서 경기를 할 수 있었다는
I'm just
것 자체가
happy
너무
that I got to
감사하고
play in
사실
front of such a
승패는
big
저는
audience.
중요하지 않아요.
You know, who we are
경기할
playing
수
up against
있으면
doesn't
감사해요.
matter. I'm always really grateful that I can perform on stage.
페이커 선수 아까 초반에 나왔던
Faker,
영상에서
Earlier today in the matchup teaser, you mentioned the 4th world's title will be for my team. What does that exactly mean?
네, 앞서 말씀드렸다시피 저는 사실
Well,
승패보다는
just like I
그냥
said
많은 분들이
just now,
이제 저로 인해서
I'm just happy
기뻐하셨으면
that
좋겠고 그리고 저희 팀원들도
the people
너무
are
고생 많이
happy
했기 때문에
by watching me perform, and I hope my teammates are also happy by playing together with me. So I wanted to just share joy and happiness with all the people around me.
그렇다면 페이커 선수 함께
Then
고생한
Quaker, would you like to say anything to your teammates?
다들 너무 고생 많았고
Great job, everyone. I know you guys worked so hard for this moment.
너무
Thank you so
고맙다.
much.
페이커 선수 사실 이번 월드
Faker.
정말 엄청난 또 퍼포먼스를 보여주면서 다시 한번 리빙
You
레전드
have proven yourself as a living legend by popping off in every game possible. And you said you keep going on as a professional player. What is your plan as a professional player now that you achieved everything? Still, I learned so much from this matchup as well. So I just want to become a better and greater player. Lastly, anything you want to say to the fans? It's been so long since I last won Worlds, so it feels surreal right now. But I just want to say thank you to all the fans out there, and I will keep working hard for my fans.
선수와 인터뷰 나눠봤습니다.
Thank you very much, Faker, and congratulations one more time. And now let's hear from Guma Yusi.
역대급 우승 도전에 성공을 했습니다.
You finally
우승하니까
made
기분
it. You are the
어때요?
world champion. How do you feel?
좋고요.
Feels good
네, 좋습니다.
and amazing.
기분이 좋다. 이렇게 짧은 한마디에 정말 많은 감정이 느껴지는 것 같습니다. 계속해서 바텀 구도가
I think
핵심이었습니다.
it all came down to the bot lane matchup. How did you prepare the draft and comp today? Before I answer to that question, can I add on to my first answer?
어떠신가요?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead. How do you feel right now?
하나님께 감사와 영광 돌리고요.
Thank you, my dear Lord. And
저희
also, I want to say thank you to all the coaching staff, our GM, our COO, our manager. They worked so hard for us. I really appreciate their hard work. I don't think I was performing really well today, but my teammates, they're doing a great job. So we won the finals. It feels like a dream. I want to say thank you to everyone on the side of T1, especially Keria.
또 오늘 바텀 듀오로 멋지게 활약한 캐리아 선수에게 감사함을 표했습니다. 오늘 그렇다면
today,
바텀 듀오가 준비한 뱀픽
What was the key to the bot lane composition with you and Keria?
이제 바텀의 그런
I
모든
think we kind of
다 서로 가능한 상태였어가지고
showed everything we can do throughout our competition at Worlds. So we knew what we're going to do and also what potentially the opponents are going to do. So we were going through a lot of potential matchups, and we were like, let's take this and let's kind of like deal with this picks if they take it.
팬들의 선행을 보면서 간절함을 느꼈다라고
And you also
이야기했던
mentioned
구마유
that
선수인데요.
by seeing all the LCK and T1 fans doing good stuff to make T1 win Worlds, you were also happy and could tell how desperate your fans are. Anything you want to say to them?
한 번에 3등을 했었는데
So it was not easy. I know we ended up being a runner-up for like 5-6 times. Sometimes we even ended up on third place. I know our fans were really thirsty and desperate for this moment, but I want to say thank you so much for your continuous support.
자, 이어서 캐리아 선수에게
Now,
인터뷰를
let's hear from Keria, the support player on the side of T1. Congratulations on winning World Championship.
캐리아
Keria,
선수 드디어 뉴진스
You finally met New Jeans, and you finally won Worlds. How do you feel?
일단 유진 씨도 봐서 좋고.
I'm happy that I got to see New Jeans. I'm happy that I won Worlds. Right now, it feels unreal. I feel like I'm over the clouds. I feel like I'm dreaming.
지금까지 있었던 과정들이 좀
I
많이
just keep
생각나는
thinking
것
about
같아요.
all the process that we were working hard for this moment. I'm really happy, but also I'm just feeling nostalgic about the 3 years that we spent together for this moment.
있는 T1입니다. 캐리아 선수 오늘 정말
Keria.
월드를 치르면서 가장 만족스럽다라고 느끼셨던 부분이 있으실까요?
What do you think went well today, or maybe what was the favorite moment of Worlds this year?
잘
I
준비했다고
think
생각해서
our preparations were really on point in quarters and semifinals, and because of that, we made it to the finals. Today, gameplay-wise, I'm not really happy, but my teammates were popping off. I can hear the crowds are saying no. I really appreciate that.
선수분들과 이제 감독 코치님들이
All the players, all the coaching staff were working hard in order to achieve this moment. So I am really happy and grateful.
내년을 바라봐야 할 텐데요. 앞으로의 계획.
Keria, what is your plan heading into next year? Now that you're a world champion. All my teammates were, speaking some fancy words, so I'm gonna follow them. I'm just gonna, enjoy this moment for about a couple of days, and then I'm gonna get back to the grind. I always have to keep working hard, so I wish I can keep on showcasing the best performance and best result possible to my fans.
진심으로 축하드립니다. 이어서 톰 임재영 감독 대행님과도 인터뷰 나눠보겠습니다.
Now let's hear from Tom, the interim head coach for T1.
감독 대행으로서 월드 첫 우승입니다. 소감이 남다르실 것 같은데
How do you feel
어떠세요?
winning Worlds as an interim head coach, the first year leading T1?
우여곡절이 많았는데
This year was not easy, but in the end, it's a happy ending.
일단 지금
So right now it feels just surreal and amazing.
사실 감독님이 고생 정말 많으셨잖아요.
I can tell, you and your coaching staff were working so hard because the drafting was the key point with you and Weibo. What did you focus on the most?
또 상대가 양대인
We were, Weibo also had Danny. So we wanted to make sure that we can kind of be more
준비했던 것 같습니다.
thoroughly prepared for the matchup and compositions and draftings.
진심으로 축하드립니다. 이어서 코치님과도 인터뷰 나눠보도록 하겠습니다.
Moving on to Roach,
네,
coach
안녕하세요.
on the side of T1. Congratulations, Roach.
네. 월드 우승을 함께한 소감 여쭤봐야겠죠?
How do you feel at the moment?
선수를 할 때나 이 팀에 들어왔을
When I was
때나
performing as a
이 자리에
professional
한
player,
번쯤은
or when I just joined T1 as a coach, I really wanted to,
선수들에게 좋은 경험을
be standing here once in a lifetime, and I finally made it. We only have 7 people standing on stage at the moment, but not only us, but also Sky, our manager, our GM, all the staff on the side of T1 worked so hard and supported us. And also our fans, because of their support and love, we were able to make it happen.
팬분들께 한마디 부탁드리겠습니다.
Is there anything you want to say to the T1 fans?
마무리를 그래도 잘 한
I
것
think
같아서
we were able to end the year on a very good note. It's a big relief. But we will keep, going on. We will keep challenging for another title. So I will look forward to your continuous support.
코치님까지 인터뷰를 나눠봤습니다.
Thank you very much, everyone.
오늘의 이 월드 챔피언으로서 정말
I know
잘해줬지만
all 5 players and also the coaching staff were doing a fantastic job winning Worlds today. But let's find out who is going to be the finals MVP, the Oppo finals MVP today.
세계 각 지역을 대표하는 전문가 패널의 투표를 기반으로 해서 오포 파이널 MVP가 선정이 됐습니다.
It is time to reveal the Oppo finals MVP of Worlds 2023.
MVP는
It's going to be Zeus on the top lane. Congratulations.
네, 제우스 선수 오늘 MVP까지 이렇게 월드 우승에 이어서
Congratulations, Zeus.
인터뷰 잠깐 나눠보겠습니다. 제스 선수
제스.
월드 2023 우승에 이어서 오늘
You won
MVP까지
Worlds
받을
and you
거라고
won the
생각하셨을까요?
Finals MVP.
작년
Were you expecting this?
이맘때쯤에는 이제 제 상대 말라이너가
Last year,
이걸 이상을
my
잡았었는데
opponent laner won Finals MVP, and I was watching him winning the Finals MVP in the